Finally, we have Chelsea Clinton here today. We are delighted and elated to have Chelsea on campus. And Chelsea, as a token of our appreciation, we have a sweatshirt to welcome you to our York College family.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for my sweatshirt, and thank you for the warm welcome. And I'm really excited to be here with all of you today to talk about what's on your minds as you think about whom to support in the election coming up here in Pennsylvania on April 22nd. I am a passionate supporter of my mom's, not only because she is my mom. Oh, thank you for some of you already supporting her, but also because I do believe she is the strongest and most progressive and most prepared candidate on the issues that are so important to me as a young woman and as a young voter. And I imagine so many of the issues that are also important to you. So I'm here today to answer whatever questions you might have as you think about whom to support, and to answer whatever questions you might have about what's important to you, to your friends, to your families, to your classmates. And for those of you who are just starting to think about this election, I hope that you'll ask questions. And for those of you who already are supporting my mom, I hope that you'll ask questions too, so that I can help you be the best advocate that you can be for my mom. And I'll take as many questions as we can get to. If we don't get to your question, I'm sorry. But I'll try to answer as many of them as we can today.
You said that you believe your mother will be a better president than your father. Is that due to her management or leadership style, or is that some other factor?
So could you hear him? No. Okay. So I'll repeat the questions so that you can hear them. And if people in the back want to ask questions and I can't hear you, maybe we can just play a game of telephone where you can tell someone in front of you and then they can shout it out to me. But his question was, his question was that he's heard me quoted as saying that I think my mother will be a better president than my father. And is that because of her leadership style or something else? I have said that, and I do believe that is true, for a couple of reasons. One, I think that she is more prepared now than he was. I think that she understands more of what it takes to be president than he did, because of her 8 years in the White House with him, and having seen what confronts the president on a day-to-day basis, what is known and what is unknown, and how difficult but important it is to balance between delivering on the promises that you made in the campaign, but also being able to manage the new challenges that come up. On a second front, I think she's more prepared to ensure that she can politically achieve what she is talking about in this campaign, but also what she's been working on as a senator. I think from her working in the Senate and her having served as a senator, that's given her a different insight to what insight she'd already gained from being in the White House and what it really takes to get things done. So healthcare would be one example of that. I'm really proud that my mother led the fight in my father's administration for healthcare in '93 and '94, and stood up for universal healthcare before it was fashionable. I'm proud that as Democrats now, although maybe some of you aren't Democrats, but as a Democrat, that Democrats now take for granted a significant expansion of healthcare coverage in our country as a central tenet to what our party hopes to do for our country. I'm proud, though, that my mom is still fighting for truly universal healthcare.
I think she's pretty, set on asking her mom, hopefully. I mean, I don't think it would be a harmful thing for her to ask. I do think if she did ask that she might consider coming here, since they're in the Pennsylvania area. I hope she's coming. Because I support her more than I do Obama. I'm more towards Hillary Clinton. I think that it would be better if she came here and actually expressed her feelings. It was great that her daughter came to help show us and explain to us her policies, since it helps a lot. It would just be a lot better if she actually came here and told us herself. I'm kind of impressed about how she showed that her mother was there to asking questions about why we're still in the war. like I didn't know that. Like that actually came out now for me. Especially that like she was questioning them and asking them questions. Why are we there? When is your plan that we're going to get out of Iraq? I just thought that was really interesting. And
I'd say pretty much all positives. I'm a big Clinton supporter, I guess you could say. I was a fan of her. Hillary's husband, he was, in charge and all. Even though I wasn't really,
old enough to vote.
But things were better then, I guess you could say. My family didn't have as many problems. But I'm a firm supporter of like what she believes in, and such as healthcare, big healthcare.
In the universal healthcare.
Universal healthcare. I'm big on the extending the rights of gay individuals and all those people.
LGBT.
LGBT. And pretty much like she has great programs. I'm an education major, so what she wants to do with ending NCLB is like really good.
And why do you like that?
Because right now NCLB, like what they're teaching us is it's not very a good thing for schools. It's demoralizing them in a way, and they're holding too much accountability for schools, and they're not basing it off what actual people who are researching it actually think what should be done. They're basing it off politics, and it should be more about the education than politics. And Hillary, ending that would obviously, and her Chelsea, they're saying that it would, sorry about the us, ending it and then seeing what works, that's a better way, like, trial and error, like, oh, if this works, we'll try that. Bush just kind of shoved it in there.
No, I didn't. My friend